Welcome to Energy. I'm your host, Ty Joyce. On today's show, we will venture out to the celebration of lights in Fort Zumwalt Park to find out what it takes to make it all come to life. We'll also take you to this year's candy cane hunt, and we'll be talking about one of the tourism and festival's biggest events this winter season. This and more coming up on Energy. Welcome back. First up on today's show are the highlights from this year's tree lighting ceremony.
It's a wonderful event. We do this for the community, the children. And like I said during the speech, we got children from 1 year old to 110 years old. They enjoy this. This is a tradition that families make. Every year they make our tree lighting. So it was great to do it a couple times and bring the holiday season together, but we realized real quickly it became a community event. And so we'd be remiss not to do it because the community depends on us to kick off their holidays also.
I love the idea of Christmas and coming out to the community, the city hall, and enjoying just everything that there is to be had about Christmas. Santa Claus was here, the music was wonderful, there's music behind me right now, they've got activities for the kids, and it's a great experience to bring the kids out.
It's a great family fun event. I mean, you get to spend a lot of time with your kids, and you got to have a lot of fun.
Brings people in the city together and shows that it's, you can do fun things, and it, doesn't have to cost a whole lot of money and still have fun and get everybody together.
The joy on the children's faces, that is exactly what Christmas is all about. And here it is, the cold air, and it's fun to start thinking about Christmas.
This is your community. These are your neighbors. This is your family. This is what our town's all about. Throughout the past couple decades, O'Fallon has grown to be such a big city, but yet we still have our small town roots, and this is exactly why people should be here, to experience their neighbors, experience their community, and come together to kick off the holiday season.
Taking on the project of celebration of lights setup is the responsibility of the Tourism and Festivals Department. Joining us now is Jennifer Hoisington from the department to talk about what it takes to make it all come to life.
By day, you can hardly see the strands of lights strung from turf to treetop in Fort Zumwalt Park. But when dusk comes and the lights go up, the trees glow and twinkle with thousands of lights, illuminating the whimsical, musical, and inspiring holiday scenes that make up O'Fallon's annual Celebration of Lights display. Creating this magical display is the work of our Parks Department, and a lot of work at that, but the end result makes it all worth it.
It's nice to exhale after doing it because it is a very large undertaking in a very short amount of time, and when you step back and take a look at everything that is accomplished in that time, it is rewarding. It's a sense of satisfaction.
It's exciting. It's something different every day. It's not where you have the regular 9 to 5, you go in, you sit at a desk. Here there's always something new happening, lights, you can do a lift 40 feet in the air, just various things to do all the time. So it's something different every day.
There are no shortage of lights in Fort Zumwalt Park this time of year. So just how many lights are there?
I order over 10,000 strands of lights every year, but that does not include the recycled lights that we use on top of that. So I would say that we have well over, I would say 15,000 strands of lights. It's a 1 mile loop. So, and when we line the park with the road lights, You have to take into account that there's an inside and an outside, so that's 2 miles of lights just being strung straight all the way around the park itself.
Prepping for the celebration of lights takes time, a lot of time, to make it all come together.
We start the installation of celebration of lights typically on the 1st of October, and we will still continuously be installing all the way until the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
If you visit the celebration of lights every year, you may notice some changes.
We do try to change things up every year. I think it's important to keep things fresh and new. Some scenes we do repeat, but we'll maybe add something new to it, a different twist to it. And then what we'll do is maybe rotate a scene out and go ahead and give that a rest, create something new.
Those who have a hand in creating the scenery are parks employees, along with outside sources.
There are not-for-profit groups that are within the celebration of lights, and they create their own scene every year. Then there's also city scenes that some have been created a few years back, and then the newer ones that have been out over the past couple of years.
The celebration of lights would not be possible if not for all the sponsors who contribute each year.
We do have a variety of sponsors at all different levels within the park. The most common sponsor that you see is our Joyful Greetings sponsors. We also have a corporate sponsor who will be in Santaland this year, and they will be doing letters to St. Nick as part of their sponsorship with the Celebration of Lights.
If you didn't make it out to this year's celebration of lights, make sure to mark your calendars for next season.
O'Fallon's littlest residents spent some time having fun while visiting with Santa at this year's candy cane hunt.
Families in O'Fallon didn't have to go all the way to the North Pole to see Santa Claus, or just to have a jolly good time on a Saturday morning. They only had to go to the Renaud Spirit Center and join in the merry tidings at the annual candy cane hunt.
Well, we were hunting for candy canes, and whichever candy canes we got determined which prizes we've won. And also we got face painting, and we saw Santa Claus.
That's right, that was the biggest part, right?
Yeah.
The Fort Zumwalt South Choir were pitch perfect, setting the tone for the magical day.
This is great. Did you have fun? All right, the kids had fun. Got to go find candy canes, meet with Santa Claus. They had fun dancing and singing today, doing carols, doing crafts, seeing Santa Claus, all the good stuff that they had here at the Renaud Center.
Oh yeah, and someone made an appearance.
What did we do today?
Claus came.
Santa Claus came.
He's gonna give a present.
All right.
It was fun. I asked him a lot, and he said he'd do anything for me. I wanted little Legos and a robot that was controlled by clapping.
It was a morning of music, fun, and family, what the holidays are all about.
Oh, this is great.
Yes.
This is probably one of the best ones that we've been to. We've been going to these things ever since our 16-year-old boy has been a baby, all over the place, different cities, and this is probably one of the most fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was very well organized, and there was a lot of activities, and everybody had a great time. Had some really good hot cocoa and some great cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a fun family activity, gets everyone out and about and meeting the neighborhood and meeting new people, getting the Christmas spirit.
It was a good time for everybody. All the kids had fun, all the ages, they all had fun.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some candy canes.
Yeah.
With the candy cane hunt and so much more, there's no better place to be over the holidays than the city of O'Fallon.
Kids programs such as the Candy Cane Hunt are the responsibility of this month's featured employee, Danielle Reecht.
Danielle Reecht is the recreation specialist for youth activities with the City of O'Fallon's Parks and Recreation Department. Her responsibilities include overseeing 6 big events, along with numerous activities, programs, classes, and kids' camps.
I do a lot of like preschool and kids corner things, but I also have different classes, the dance programs I'm in charge of, as well as like our preschool programs, which would be Come Learn With Me, Cool Kiddos, and Cooking with Kids. So I stay pretty busy.
Keeping her busy throughout the year are the big events, such as Breakfast and Pizza with Santa, the Candy Cane Hunt, and the Daddy-Daughter Dance. Just another fun part of her job that she loves, from creating to putting it all together.
Some of the events I create, some of them are kind of already created, or past events that we've done that we just continue to do because it's something that the public likes to do. So this year Capes and Crowns was a new event for us. So with that one, I just kind of looked at what people were interested in. Pinterest is a big thing, looking at that, seeing what people are interested in, and then we just go from there. We want to make sure it's a program that the patrons are going to enjoy.
Can you stick these on there?
I can take the peel up.
Our programs are very popular. Our civic dance studio is growing each session. Our dance classes continue to be popular. And parents really love our Cool Kiddos class and our Come Learn With Me class that we have, so they're really enjoying those as well. We're getting a lot of interest in those, and then our events are growing and people are loving those.
Danielle began her career with the city 7 years ago. Since day one, she has worked with kids one way or another, which she enjoys very much.
First 5 years, I actually worked under all of those youth activity programs, so that's why this job is so special to me. From going from, working as a part-timer in Kids Corner and camp and teaching some of those preschool classes to now being the coordinator in charge of those programs. I like the variety of my job. I do a lot of different things. So from programming to planning those one-day events to working with part-time staff, whether it's in the summer with our camp programs or just on a daily basis with our daycare, Kids Corner program or preschool. So I like the variety that my job has to offer, and there's lots of different things that I get to do and be a part of.
Danielle is no stranger to the kids program. She too was once a participant.
Being a resident of O'Fallon for most of my life, it's great to now be a part of the city that I grew up in and work more on those programs. Some of those classes I enjoyed when I was little. Now I'm doing those classes, I'm putting those classes together. So I really enjoy that aspect of just being a part of that community. Of course, I love working with all of the people I work with. We're a great team, so that's special for me too.
O'Fallon is gearing up for another fun day in the park this winter season with Cabin Fever Days. Joining us now is Aaron Cooper with all the highlights for this year's event.
Celebrate winter at O'Fallon's family-friendly festival, Cabin Fever Days at Sports Park. The event, which started 3 years ago, continues to grow with new and exciting activities for everyone. It's the perfect event to cure those wintertime blues.
Each year we build on the event. We have a bunch of field activities this year. We'll have a dog sled race this year. We'll have mini golf, and we'll have an Arctic arcade where we have some video games that kids can play and some penguin bowling. We're going to have a Caribbean steel drum band. We're just going to have a lot of fun outdoor activities just to get people outside and get their blood pumping and their feet moving. People have had a great time outside the past 2 years building on the events. We've had field broom ball, we've had a snowshoe obstacle course. People love to come outside and just try their hand at things that they haven't done before. We had a trivia dash last year. It had winter trivia, and it just got people running around, having fun. We had fruitcake chuck-in, so it gives people a chance to take their rage out on some fruitcake. We've had a really great response to it. People have a lot of fun, but we definitely want to get more people out to experience this event because there's a lot to offer. Cabin Fever Days is January 24th and January 25th. It's a Saturday and Sunday. The event hours are 10 to 5 on Saturday and 11 to 5 on Sunday.
Another exciting trip is planned through the Parks and Recreation Department along with adult programs. Joining us now is Tyler Landreth with the details.
Our next trip's going to be coming up in late April. We're going to the Biltmore House in Asheville, North Carolina, where we will see one of the largest gardens in America. It has over 15 acres of natural azaleas throughout the estate. We'll tour the Biltmore Mansion, then also see a few other attractions in North Carolina. This is a great trip for anybody to come out and enjoy. It's 4 days spent in Asheville, North Carolina. This trip's going to include transportation to North Carolina, your hotel stay. We get to see dinner and a show at the Play Rock House, view the scenic Chimney Rock in North Carolina, and there's a few other points that we get to see while we're there. For more information on this trip, please contact us at 636-474-2732, or more information is available on our website. The registration deadline is February 3rd, so please register early, and there's more trips coming in soon, so stay tuned. We also have a lot of adult activities going on at the Renaud Spirit Center. We have a few classes such as bridge, bunko, and our chess club. One of our more popular classes is our senior exercise based on Tai Chi movements that's held twice a week. We also have a lot of other events and programs coming up, especially for the adults. For more information on these programs, please contact us at 636-474-2732 or get more information on our website.
Now let's take a look at what's coming up with this week's calendar.
Attention seniors, the Renaud Spirit Center is offering a Tai Chi class. Strengthen and tone your muscles, increase joint flexibility, and promote better balance in a fun and encouraging setting. While you listen to instrumental music, you'll focus on breathing with flowing, meditative movements of gentle stretches and graceful chin-style, silk-reeling motions, allowing you to work at your own pace and comfort. Next session of classes will start on Tuesday, January 27th. Do you love chocolate? Then you are going to love this trip. Bring your sweet tooth along for a day of visiting shops that create incredible chocolates and candies. We'll stop at the Chocolate Affair Bed and Breakfast in Highland, Illinois for a Death by Chocolate party. Indulge in sweet treats at Crown Candy Kitchen in St. Louis and sit down to a delicious lunch at a surprise destination. This trip will take place on Sunday, January 19th, so don't miss out. Visit the Parks and Recreation website for all the details. The O'Fallon Cultural Arts Gallery is getting ready for another exhibit with O'Fallon's Photo Club. The exhibit will showcase the best of recent work in color and black and white images by the club membership, which includes professional and non-professional photographs. The exhibit will be up for showing January 9th through February 20th. For details, contact paleirish@sbcglobal.net. Swimmers get the most out of your performance on the swim team with the 2-week swim stroke clinic that will help you analyze and practice the mechanics of a particular stroke during the session. In order to participate, you must be able to swim 25 yards using the stroke you sign up for, with the exception of flip turns. For all the details, visit O'Fallon's Parks and Recreation website.
That's all for today's show. Thanks for joining us. See you next time on Energy.